Most creators treat YouTube like a slot machine. They pull the lever, upload a video, and then pray it gets views. They're told to upload 100 videos just to see what sticks. I'm here to tell you, if you're still playing the guessing game in 2026, you've already lost. In July 2024, I set out to prove them wrong. I uploaded my very first video on YouTube with 0 subscribers. And by August 10th, less than 30 days later, I was already monetized. My first video hit 202K views. My second hit 301K views. And the third one hit 374K views. This wasn't a fluke. Within 14 months, that same channel grew to 36,000 subscribers and has now generated over 6 million total views. It wasn't because I uploaded daily. It wasn't because I had a big following elsewhere. And it definitely wasn't because I knew some secret YouTube hack. It worked because I understood how YouTube actually works. And I followed a clear, intentional strategy from day one. Today, I'm breaking down the exact strategy I used to bypass the beginner's plateau, and how you can apply these same signals to your own growth. If you are planning to start a new YouTube channel in 2026, you can achieve the same level of success. There's only one condition. You must follow a clear, proven roadmap. And that's exactly what I'm going to share in this video. If you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel for a long time, 2026 is the best year to do it. Most people don't start because they think, I should have started earlier when YouTube wasn't so saturated. But think about this, even in 2026, new creators will start from 0. And within 1 to 2 years, many of them will grow successful channels. And then you'll say, man, I wish I had started in 2026. Right now, YouTube has over 2.5 billion monthly active users, and this number is still growing, which clearly shows YouTube as a platform is not slowing down anytime soon. The secret to YouTube monetization is simple. Don't fish in an empty pond. Most creators start by asking, what do I want to make? I started by asking, what is the audience already hungry for? The reason most creators fail on YouTube is because they just get a hook, throw it into a pond, and hope to catch a fish, without researching what type of fish is in the pond and what type of food they like. The biggest mistake you can make as a new creator on YouTube is pressing record before you've done your research. You can have the most beautiful video ideas or the best personality, but if there's no audience for that topic, your views will stay at 0. Before I animated a single frame in July, I spent days as a scout. I wasn't looking for what I wanted to make. I looked for waves, topics with massive existing audience. How do you find a pond with fish? First, you have to identify the waves. Look for topics that are exploding for other creators. If a video in your niche got 500K views in a week, that's a wave. Your job is to validate the interest. People are already watching it, the fish are in the pond. You aren't copying, you are validating demand. I saw the Diddy situation making waves at the time, but instead of just reporting news, I used animation to create a high signal version of that story.
Now who's ready to get freaky?
Nah, man, you freak. This was supposed to scare you. You ain't supposed to like it.
Oh, baby, I don't scare. I slip into things.
And that video went ahead to get 374K views in long form and over 1 million in shorts. The algorithm didn't have to find my audience. I had already positioned myself right where the views were flowing. If you aren't doing research before you press record, you aren't a creator, you're a gambler. Once you find the pond, you need the right bait. This is where my signal engineering comes in. My first 3 videos didn't hit nearly 1 million views combined because of the content alone. They hit because of the packaging. Your title and thumbnail are the bait. If the bait doesn't look like what the fish are already eating, they won't bite. I studied the waves found and engineered thumbnails that felt familiar but looked better. When I dropped that first video in July, the algorithm knew exactly who to show it to because I used the signals that were already working for the big fish in the pond. Now, let's talk about that August 10th milestone. To get monetized in 30 days, you can't get that if people click away after 10 seconds. I treat my animations like a series of pattern interrupts. Every 30 to 45 seconds, something changes. You have to keep the fish on the hook. Because my first video hit 202K views with high retention, my watch time exploded. By the time the second video hit 301K, the 4,000 hour requirement was a joke. I had surpassed it 10 times over. This is the catch. You find the audience, you get them to click, and you keep them there. That is how you go from 0 to a partner in 30 days. 36,000 subscribers and 6 million views didn't happen by accident. It happened because I stayed in the ponds that had fish. My third video hit 374K views because I didn't get distracted. I looked at what worked in July and August and I doubled down. Many creators hit one viral video and then pivot to something no one cares about. That's how empires fall before they're even built. If you want to win in 2026, you have to be a strategist first and a creator second. Stop throwing your hooks into empty water. Find the wave, engineer your signals, and build your empire. After my first 3 videos exploded, I hit a crossroads. My shorts were doing numbers most people dream of. And that's when I made the creator's ego mistake. I thought, I've got 36,000 subscribers now. They'll watch whatever I animate. The audience was screaming for more Diddy content. But because I didn't know better at the time, I thought I was the main attraction. I wanted to do different animations, so I stopped making Diddy content. The result was a ghost town. My views tanked. I was putting in the same effort, the same animation quality, the same hours, but I was fishing in the wrong pond again. I walked away from the very wave that built my empire. I struggled for months fighting the algorithm. I was wondering why my new ideas weren't hitting. I was trying to force the fish to eat bait they didn't want. By moving to different animations, I had confused my signal. When you stop giving the audience what they came for, you aren't just losing views. You are confusing the algorithm. YouTube's AI builds a persona for your channel. It knew me as the guy who did the best Diddy animations. When I changed the subject, the AI didn't know who to show my videos to anymore. The pond I was fishing in was full of people waiting for one thing, and I was trying to sell them something else. I spent months trying to force the algorithm to like my new ideas. But the algorithm doesn't care about your feelings, it cares about the audience intent. Finally, I stopped fighting. I went back to the research. I made one more Diddy video to test the waters, and boom, 84,000 views instantly. That was the light bulb moment. I realized that on YouTube, when a video blows up your channel, you don't walk away, you double down. That was the proof. The audience hadn't left, they were just waiting for me to stop fighting them. To protect my growth, I made a strategic move. I dedicated my main channel entirely to the Diddy narrative. This year, I've launched a full series titled The Diddy Multiverse of Oilness, with a massive rollout of episodes coming through 2026. YouTube is a partnership between you and the audience. If the audience comes for a specific wave and you suddenly switch to a different ocean, they won't follow you. Don't fight your audience. If you have a video that takes off, that is the audience telling you exactly what they want to buy from you. If you have other ideas that don't fit that wave, do what I did, start a new channel. Keep your main channel signal pure. By separating my other animations into their own space, I allowed the Obijive Empire to become the undisputed authority on the Diddy multiverse. It kept my subscribers engaged and kept the algorithm sending me the right people. Here is the biggest lesson I can give you. Find the pond with the most fish, give them the bait they are already looking for, and when you find a winning formula, never let go. That struggle taught me more than my success did. It taught me that an empire isn't just about starting fast, it's about listening to the data. Since that realization, I've scaled to 36,000 subscribers and over 6 million views. I stopped fighting the ocean and started surfing it. My journey from July 2024 to today hasn't been a straight line up. It was a rocket ship, a crash, and a rebuild. But the framework worked every single time. If you are stuck at zero or if you had a win and lost it, go back to the pond. Look for the fish. The audience is out there. You just have to be willing to give them what they are already looking for. I'm Obijive, your guide to a whole new world of YouTube possibilities. We've hit 6 million, but we are just warming up. If you want to see exactly how we engineer the next 10 million, subscribe and I'll see you in my next video.